Hello students, welcome to lecture of kinematics and theory of machine. Myself Professor Sailesh Patel, and we are going to continue chem, and in this chapter we will complete the examples of chem profile, which is very important because in every exam, GTU exam, always there is a 7 marks numerical is there, and which is totally graphical based. We have to draw the chem profile in this numerical. Okay, let's start. So first of all, you can see here given data for that example. So let's start. A cam with a minimum radius of 50 mm means it is a minimum radius of cam 50 mm rotating in a clockwise at uniform speed is required to give a knife edge follower. Knife edge follower is there and motion as described below. So first is to move outward through 40 mm means lift or stroke is a 40 mm and angle is given is a 100. Okay, for 100 degree means for rise angle is 100, and for that follower will move upward direction is a 40 mm, and then for next 80 degrees the follower will steady means at a same position at a top, which is a dual theta 2, and return start during next 90 degree means after that 180 this for this 90 degree follower will return, and distance it will cover is a 40 mm. Okay, and to dwell for the rest of the period 90. So the displacement of follower is take place uniform acceleration and uniform retardation. So always remember that before starting the cam profile you have to understand which type of motion is there: uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, simple harmonic or cycloidal. There are 4 types of displacement diagram is there, and we have to understand which type of displacement diagram we have to draw for the follower. So in this case, rise and return, for rise and return same diagram will be there, uniform acceleration, but in some example rise with uniform velocity and return with simple harmonic, and sometimes rise with a simple uniform acceleration and return with simple harmonic. So this type of combination can be asked for rise and return. Okay, and the line of stroke of follower pass through the center of cam. First of all example I can divide in a 2 category. One is a radial cam means line of action of follower pass through the center of cam, and in sometimes if there is a there is a offset is given, offset cam and follower are there, so in that case follower is not pass through the cam center, there is some offset distance is given means eccentricity is there. So that type also example we will study in the next lectures. Okay, let's start. So first of all, what is the given data from this? So you can see here the minimum lift is given 40 mm. You can see outward direction 40 mm, rise angle theta 100 means during 100. After that you can check dual is a 80, next 80 degree means dual angle theta 2 is a 80 degree, theta 3 you can see here to return the starting position, it is a returning angle, that's why it is a return angle 90 degree. After that dwell for the rest of the period. So first of all, before starting the cam profile we have to make the displacement diagram. You know that displacement diagram. So this is the 5 data we are always required for the drawing of displacement diagram. Okay, and RB means base radius or minimum radius. Okay, this is RB means base radius or minimum radius. Okay, is a 50 mm which is required during the starting of cam profile, but right now we need these 5 data for the displacement diagram. So first of all we have to check that which type of motion is given. You know that uniform acceleration is given. Okay, so these three data always required. We have to check in a given data, which is this uniform acceleration, type of displacement diagram depend on this. Which type of follower means there is a three types of follower in our numericals are there. So one is a knife edge, second is a roller, and third is a flat face. So these three types of example are there. So first of all, check which follower is given. You can see here the uniform knife edge follower is given, okay, and in which direction is follower is moving. Check this, which direction? In clockwise direction. Remember that if cam is rotating in a clockwise direction, our cam profile we will draw in an anti-clockwise direction. Why? Okay, when I am starting the cam profile, I will show you how it works and how it's we take the opposite direction in a cam profile. Okay, so remember that whatever direction is given, we draw the opposite direction for the cam profile. And remember that if this direction is not given, we always assume that the rotation of cam in a clockwise direction. So we are drawing a cam profile always in an anti-clockwise direction. If in example there is a given that this cam is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction, then we have to draw the cam profile in a clockwise direction. Okay, let's
start first displacement diagram. And displacement diagram, you know the scale. We have taken the scale 20 degree is equal to 1 centimeter. So we have to convert all the degree, theta 1, theta 2, 3 and 4 in a degree. So check this, theta 1 is equal to 100 degree. So if you divide that 100 degree by 20, divide by 20, you get the that theta 1 in a centimeter, like 5 centimeter. As you can see, the 80 degree divide by 20 degree, you will get the in a centimeter 4 centimeter. Okay, 90 divide by 20, 4.5, and 90 divide by again 20 is equal to 4.5. So as you know that in displacement diagram we always make the rectangle of 18 centimeter by height. Height is totally depend upon the lift. So lift is given 40 mm, so height will be 4 centimeter. So let's start. 18 centimeter, and as you know the height is a 4 centimeter. Okay, our rectangle is 18 centimeter and height is a 4 centimeter. Now we will divide this rectangle in 4 parts, 5, 4, 4.5, 4.5. So let's check this. First 5 centimeter, then 4 centimeter means 9, and from there 4.5, 4.5. So let's divide that in a 4 partition. Okay, now as you know that in all the displacement diagram we will divide the rise and return in a 6 parts. Okay, so rise is a 5 centimeter here, theta 1 is a 5 centimeter, this is the theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 and theta 4. So theta 1, this is the 5 centimeter we have drawn, this division is a 5 centimeter, we have to divide this in a 6 parts, and theta 3 which is a 4.5, we also divide this in a also 6 parts. So how you can divide any rise and return? So there are 2 methods I can divide the rise and return. First method is an inclined line method. In that you have to draw any inclined line from here, and length of that I can take 6 centimeter. Okay, because I want to divide this segment in a 6 parts. So I will draw this line in 6 centimeter length and I will divide this line in a 6 part. Okay, you can draw any line at any angle. Okay, and you can divide that in a 6 parts. Okay, you can draw this inclined line also on above, means in a top portion or on a bottom, any side you can draw this line, so you can divide this in a 6 parts. Okay, now you have to just connect these points here. Okay, first point here, and now all the other partition you have to draw this line parallel to this line. Okay, so you can use here roller scale. So parallel to this line. Okay, so we have to get here the 6 partition of that rise, and now theta 3, which is a 4.5. Okay, so now you can divide this 4.5 in a 6 part. Theta 3 is a 45 mm. When you need to divide this return in a 6 part, you can use same method here. Also, second method is there, just you divide this 45 mm divide by 6, so you will get that 7.5. So each segment will be 7.5. But what is the problem in this method? When you start from here like 7.5, 7.5, there is always some error will be there in each portion. And what will happen? Last portion, last partition will be larger, very large than other, or it may be very small than other. This type of error will be clearly you can see when you divide by this method. So you can easily decrease the error here by first divide this segment in a half, like 45 divided by 2 means 22.5. So first I will divide this whole portion in 2 parts, and then 3 partition here, 3 partition here means so you can see here, first of all I have divided it in 2 parts, means 22.5 mm. Then I have divided here in a 2 portion and 2 portion here, means total 6 portion, 3 and 3. Okay, so this is the partition. Now first of all I will give the numbering here. So here will be 0, 1, 2, this will be 3, 4, 5, 6, and same here it will be 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and last point will be 6 dash. So let's make the line here. Okay, now up to this point your procedure will be same in all the example of cramp pipe. Whatever the example you are solving, up to this point make the 18 centimeter by lift rectangle, divide the rise means whole 18 centimeter into theta 1, 2, 3, 4, then rise and return, 6 partition of rise and return. Up to this point all the example will be same. Now which type of displacement diagram is given here? So uniform acceleration for rise and return both. So in a uniform acceleration, as you know that what you have to do, first of all connect the points here. Okay, now 6 parts of this middle line, 3 and 3 dash, 6 partition will be here of these 3 and 3 dash. Total height is a 40 centimeter, so we have to divide this in a 6 parts, and we already get the midpoint here. So 3 parts will be on the upper side and 3 parts will be lower side. 40 mm divided by 6, you will get 6.6. So be careful here because 6.6 something here, like. Now you can see the partition of center line. Now just give the numbering here, which will be A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, same will be here, like from bottom A dash, B dash, C dash, here will be D dash, this is the E dash, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, and topmost will be F dash. Now as you know that we have to connect this on the bottom side, 3 partition will be connected at a here initial stage. like this, and above 3 point will be connect at a end point here like this. Okay, same will be here, 2 partition here will be connect here, and 2 points of top portion will be connect here. Now we have to locate the intersection of this inclined line and vertical line. So check this, our first point will be here, second you can inclined line, and this will be our second point, inclined line and vertical, this is the point, third point like this, and when you draw the line from this point you will get the uniform acceleration for the rise, and same you can see this is our first line inclined and our vertical line, this is the intersection point here, this is the third point, fourth, 5, this is the end. So now you have to draw this curve here very gracefully. Okay, and same will be for the return. So this is the curve for the rise, this is the here dwell our follower in a steady condition on a top side, then return, and then again dwell. So this is our displacement diagram. Now we will draw the cam profile here. So first of all, in a cam profile, so now for the cam profile, first of all we have to make the base circle. 40 mm is given, so first of all we set the 50 mm. So 50 mm is a radius, so let's set the 50 mm here. So mostly students are confused about where to start. So first of all you have to be at which place we have to make the base circle. So 50 mm is there, so I have said the radius is a 50 mm here, but where I have to draw this. So first of all remember that in a rise you don't need to distance on a top side. So I can draw here, you can see 50 mm plus there is some space I will be required here. So I will not making the circle here. So you can check here. So I will make the circle here. So sufficient distance is there on a around. Okay. So I will make the make the base circle is here. Okay, now what you have to do, first of all make the vertical line here, first of all make the vertical line. Okay, remember this is vertical line is your reference line, and with respect to that you have to make the 4 parts of this circle, but whenever the offset follower is there, there will be inclined line will be there in that example, and that line will be your reference line. But if the follower pass through the center line, or they say there is a axis of the follower pass through the center of cam, so this reference line is a very important. You have to measure all the angle with respect to this reference line. So first angle is 100, so I will set my protector here, and 0 will be like center is here, 0 line is here, and 100. So first part will be like here 100, then second is a 80. Okay, so I can make here this line here like this, and I can measure the now 80 degree again with respect to that. So 80 degree is like here. Okay, or I can draw directly vertical line, because 100 and 80 it will be 180. So you can check here, this will be the second partition, and then 90 and 90. So center, check this. So now we have parted this means partition of theta 1, 2, this is the theta 3 and this theta 4. So make the base circle of 50 radius and make the circle 4 partition as per given data. Now as we have divided the rise and return in 6 parts, same we will divide this rise and return in a 6 part. So the theta 1 is 100. So our partition will be 16.6 degree. Okay, so let's start this. Okay, 16.6. So I can also divide this in a first half directly, like 50, and then 16.60, 16.6 something. Same will be for theta 3. Theta 3 is a 90 degree. 90 divided by 6 means it is a very easy 15 degree each. So partition will be 15, 30, 45. Okay. Draw this line also here like this. Now, this is the very important, first of all we have to give the numbering same as in a displacement diagram. Okay, so you can see the partition of the rise is A to 6. So same I will give the partition here, means this is starting point will be 0, this is point will be 1, 2, this point will be 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, now same I will give the numbering on a base circle and in a return. Okay, it will be like same will be 0 dash 1 dash. You have to remember that this point on a base circle is a very important, not this point, because this point we have to make the for the partition only. Now this is not required because right now I am drawing with a pen, so this is maybe little bit darker, but you have to draw this partition point. Which point? Like 15, 16, this point will very light because this point we need only for drawing the line only. But after that, that line intersect the base circle, that point is very important, this point is very important. We have to give this point numbering like 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and this last point is a 6 dash. Now let's start the draw the cam profile. So first of all, so as you can see here, this curve we have getted here for the rise, okay, for acceleration. So we have to give also this is a numbering here, like starting point will be capital A, this point is B, C, this point is D, E, F, and last point is a G. Then this point here is a capital H, I, J, K, L and M. Every point we get here is very important because you can see first point, check this here, 0 and A. So 0 and A will be on the same place. Then 1 to B, we have to measure this distance from 1 to B here, and we have to make the arc here like some at some distance here, 1 as a center and 2 will be some arc here. Okay, and this distance is very small. If you can't get on your compass, you can also measure here like 1 or 2 mm. This distance is very small, you can measure and apply here. Then next 2 to C distance here, measured, 2 C, third 3, okay, 3 to C, sorry D, 3 to D, 4 to E, 4 as a center, 4 as a center and E, okay. Now 5 as a center and F distance, 5 to F, 6 to G, Okay, 6 to G. 6 to G. So first of all, I will give the numbering here same as here, A, B, C, D. So A, this will be B, C, D, E, F and G. Okay. Now what we will do? Now you can see the dual is here, so you can draw also 6 to G distance and 0 dash to H distance is same. So start with 0 dash to H. Okay, 1 to I. So 1 dash to I, 2 dash J, 3 dash to K, 3 dash as a center. So remember that all the point we have to get here, we will get from this, and we have to apply this, we will get this curve on this curve, this circle. Okay. So for to L, which is very small, and last 5 to this M distance is very small. You can also measure from here like 2 mm and you can apply here 2 mm like this, and last point will be here on a 6 dash, okay, which is a P point. Give the numbering here H, I, J, K, L, M. H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay, M and N. So now we have to draw here. Now we will draw the curve from the each arc we get here. So basically this curve must be the smooth as possible. Okay, like this. You don't need to make this type of darker curve because you can see on clearly on video, so that's why I am drawing on it, so it can be, you can see clearly. Okay, and same will be for the written here. During this drawing this curve, you can use the French curve. Okay, using this curve you can draw here, connect the 3 curve as possible. And first of all, whenever you draw this curve, you have to remember that we are drawing this line from this 2 point, but also remember that when after that this line have to go, means after 2 or 3 point you have to remember that how this curve you will go. First of all, figure out how this curve will be, you can draw very carefully and very smoothly. Okay, so first of all, if I am drawing the line here, first of all I will see this point and this point, so this curve will be like something like this. Okay, now what will be for this G to H, because you can see here 6 to G and 0 dash to H is a similar, and for that this follower is not moving here, so you can draw directly the circle, means from 0 to like G and H, you can directly draw the curve here from the cam center to this H like this. and this is the cam profile, and at the end of cam profile you can draw here the follower like this. If the knife edge is there, so you have to draw here the knife edge follower like this. Okay, there is a no specific dimension is there, just we have to draw here the knife edge follower. Okay, so we have getted here the cam profile. So how this cam profile will work? So revise the cam profile. First of all, make the base circle 50 mm, divide this base circle in a 4 given angle, theta 1, 2, 3 and 4, whatever the angle is given, first of all divide that, and in that 4 angle we have to divide the rise and return in a 6 part. Some students ask that, sir, why the 6, not 8 and 9? As you have learned in engineering graphics, whenever you want this curve, the smooth or precise curve, if you want this curve very precise, you can divide this rise here and return in a 8 or 9 or 10 parts, whatever you want. But as the more division will be there, you have to divide that center line also in that 9 or 10 division, and same will be here and here. So example maybe you will get very lengthy. Okay, and if you divide this rise and return in a less than 6, you can't get the curve smooth in a 4 partition or 3 partition. So this 6 is very optimum value, so you can get the curve very smooth curve here. Okay, so how this cam profile will work, let's check this. So you can see here, when this cam is rotating, what will happen? In 100 degree rotation of this cam of 100 degree, when this G point will come here, this our follower will move in an upward direction. And how much this length will be, you will know that from circle to this height, we have get here this 40 mm. So this, when this cam is rotating, this follower will move upward 40 mm during this 100 degree rise angle. Now what will happen? Next 80 degree, our follower will touching here, means this point, this will be here, and follow this part is moving from here. So follower will be at a steady condition, as you know that, and then return angle. Okay, so this is our cam profile we have designed here. I will show you what will happen if I am rotating this cam profile. You can see, assume that our follower is here. Okay, now when this cam is rotating in a clockwise direction, okay, what will happen? Our follower will move in upward direction here. This cam is rotating and follower is moving upward direction, rise, and then next 80 degree follower will be in a steady condition, because this curve is you can say this distance is the same, so dwell. Then in the next 90 degree, in 90 degree follower will move downward direction and come here at us, and then again theta 4, as you know that our follower is right now here, and what will happen? This is the dwell angle, so our follower will be in a steady condition, means dwell. Okay, so when the cam is rotating in a clockwise direction, we will draw the profile in an anti-clockwise direction. Remember that whenever there is a given that not given, means no direction is given in a example, we will draw in this direction. But 1 or 2 examples are there, in that they have said that cam is rotating in a anti-clockwise, our cam is rotating in this direction, so nothing will be changed, just we have to, starting theta 1, 2, 3, 4 in a anti-clockwise, we have to take in a opposite direction, because cam is rotating in a anti-clockwise, we have to take the angle in a clockwise, theta 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, thank you.
So this is your cam profile. Okay, let's check again. I am revising that. First of all, what you are going to do, take a circle, make the, okay, what you are going to do, first of all check this, make the circle of this 40 mm. After that, divide this circle in a 4 parts, make the one circular center line here, and this center line will be reference for all angle. Make this center line, and first angle will be here up to this point, you can check 100. After that, this is 80, and this is the 90, and 6 parts of this rise, okay, 6 parts of this return, and give the number. Numbering is very important in this chapter. If you make perfect numbering, the chances of mistake is very less here. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, these points will be 4, 5 and 6. Same as 0 dash here, 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. And after that, using this distance here, 1 to B. So 1 to B is here, 2 to C, 2 to C here. So take this point, we are going to make some arcs also. You can make the arc here by using compass, and same as here, and you join all the points and you will get this game profile. Okay, thank you.